The data below give the number of hurricanes that happened over a 14-year period. Create a dot plot of the data and then describe the distribution. So let's go ahead and let StatCrunch create the dot plot. Because in reality, this is what you would actually do. Okay, so there's our data there. We're going to go to Graph and dot plot. Select our variable. You can make the dot plot. You know, if we don't have many rows here, we only have 14, 15 rows. You know, you can make the dots a little bit bigger. Put them at 5. And there we go. There's our dot plot. And we got 2 at 0. We got 3 at 1. So for three different years, we had just one hurricane and so on. So 2 hurricanes, 3 hurricanes, 4 hurricanes, and so on. So let's see which one that matches up with. This is actually sometimes harder for me than creating the dot plot, right? So looks like C. If I'm matching it up correct, does that look right? Looks right to me. Okay, and then we're going to describe that distribution. Is it bimodal? That is, does it have 2 different peaks? Maybe like B would have. B maybe be considered bimodal. Is it uniform? So uniform is that they're all the same. Maybe like D. Nothing's ever perfectly uniform or perfectly unimodal or bimodal. Or is it unimodal? We have one mode. Yep, we got one mode. So one mode would be like C and F and A. We have one mode. Is it symmetric or skewed? This one looks pretty symmetric, doesn't it? Some of these other ones are skewed. So for instance, F would be skewed to the right. E would be skewed to the right. B would be skewed to the left. Remember, the left skinny part is the skewed part. So ours is fairly symmetric. Actually, it's perfectly symmetric, isn't it? So. Okay, which of the following best describes the center of the data? Okay. So if you recall from the reading and from possibly a video I've created, if the distribution is symmetric, we generally use the mean. If it is skewed, we generally use the median. Now, I'll be honest, I generally will report both of these when I'm doing my own research and data, particularly if they are different. In this case, it is symmetric, and we're going to use the mean. Now, the mean and median are actually both 2. You can run some quick summary statistics on this, and you have the mean of 2, median of 2. The spread of the data, so we're just going from low to high, is from 0. And what's our maximum? Looks like 4. 0 to 4 hurricanes. Are there any unusual features? And do we have, is it bimodal? Are there any outliers? Things like that. So no unusual features in this particular one. You know, if there's skewness, you may want to mention that. So no unusual features. You know, so in reality, you're not going to have multiple choice when you're doing research, right? So you're going to want to be able to describe your data sort of this way with these sort of prompts. You check for the number of modes. You look at the description of the distribution. Is it skewed one way or the other? Is it symmetric? You want to describe the center. You want to describe the range and variability of the data. Things like that. So I hope that helps.